going to show you guys both the purple trail and the purple dot trail. You can access these trails via the white trail, a quarter of a mile down the white trail, take a right onto the path I just showed you. This will temporarily put you on the pink trail. So now you can see the pink trail goes to the right, and this starts the purple trail. We'll travel for 2/3 of a mile, I'd say. And then the last portion of the trail that leads to Birchwood Lake turns into the purple dot trail, which is about 1/3 of a mile. I actually got here about 45 minutes ago, ready to film, and discovered that I had left my SD card at home and didn't put it in my GoPro, so I had to go all the way back home and come back here. You may say, well, why didn't you just hike and film another day? And my response would be, I film for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, yes, I'm making videos and putting them on YouTube. But reason number 2 is the dash cam principle. If you don't go here a lot, you're probably not going to have that many issues with certain situations like dogs not being on leashes. But if you go here as often as I do, you just have to, from a legal standpoint, protect yourself. And I've had, over the last year, 5 different instances where I've either been charged or attacked by a dog not on a leash. And by nature, I just don't want to be a person that looks for conflict. I prefer to avoid conflict. So if I see someone with a dog not on a leash in the distance, I'll turn around and go on another path because I don't want to look for trouble or be combative. But unfortunately, people will allow their dogs to run 30, 40, 50 yards ahead of them, won't even pay attention where their dog is going. And unfortunately, I've come face to face with unfriendly dogs. And so if something would happen and I'd have to defend myself, in case a lawsuit would arise, I would just have to show the footage showing I'm at Tourne County Park. By law, your dog has to be on a leash. The dog wasn't on a leash. It tried to attack me. That's why I defended myself. The purple trail itself is not one of the more exciting trails, but like the pink trail, which I've discussed in another video, it functions as an access point trail where you can reach a lot of different trails, a lot of different points of the Tourne. You can link up with the orange dot trail, you can link up with the pink trail, the white trail. Go to Birchwood Lake, you can link up with the red trail at 2 different points. That being said, there are a couple of interesting features. Is this wall, stone wall. Talked about these walls before. And actually this wall right here, if you follow it, it goes maybe 60, 70 yards, maybe 50. Whenever you're traveling in more rugged conditions, the distances always seem more, but if you follow the stone wall, you'll eventually link up with the orange dot trail, so it functions sort of as a shortcut. Another interesting feature of the purple trail is Boiling Spring, roughly about 20 yards in front of that wall I just showed you. It's called that because there's a constant water source throughout most of the year, and it's always bubbling. I believe you have water running down from higher elevation that collects there too, other water sources. But either way, this is one of the main water sources for Rattlesnake Meadow. And if you follow this creek that leads from Boiling Spring, it eventually turns into Rigby's Brook. I believe it doesn't officially become Rigby's Brook until it actually leads into Rattlesnake Meadow. But if you follow this, it'll meander through the woods. You'll eventually pass through the White Trail and head into Rattlesnake Meadow. Before they put in PVC pipes to more adequately irrigate the area, that was the main water source for Rattlesnake Meadow. Okay, so I had a little bit of an adventure getting back on the main Purple Trail. I took a wrong turn and was wandering for about 75 seconds in the woods. And it's at this point where you can take the Orange Dot Trail, head back to McCaffrey Lane. We're not going to do that. We are going to head further down this path. And the rain is picking up a little bit. Thought we had a little longer. They keep changing the weather. They say that the rain starts at 1, then they said it'll start around 2. Okay, so I don't know how well this is going to come through with the rain. I know the wind wreaks havoc on my GoPro audio. Ironically, this is actually the 3rd attempt of me trying to film the Purple and Purple Dot Trail. I've had a comedy of errors, just with different things happening that have prevented me finishing this. And now we take a left. And now the rain is dying down, so I will put my umbrella away. Okay, and that's the conclusion of the Purple Trail. As you can see with this tree, you can take a right, head on the Red Trail, or you can go here straight and you start the Purple Dot Trail. I've noticed that talking while hiking and keeping an eye on your surroundings is difficult. It's one thing just to talk extemporaneously while you're standing, but when you're moving and you're burning a lot of energy while also trying to look out for people, dogs, bears, ticks, it's not as easy to talk. Eventually this will come to Birchwood Lake. And one of these days I'll probably walk around Birchwood Lake. If you're not familiar with the area around the Tourne, there are 3 main lakes: Birchwood Lake, Crystal Lake, and Sunset Lake. And you can actually walk around them. It's a relatively nice area. And here we go. This is the end of the Purple Dot Trail, and the conclusion of this trail ends here at Birchwood Lake.